Having good vision is invaluable, isn't it? Seeing well allows us to avoid running into things, but also to recognize oncoming traffic in the distance. More people are nearsighted, also known as myopia, than farsighted. A Greco-Roman physician named Galen coined that term, meaning close and eye. So literally nearsightedness means you can see close, but not necessarily far. I'm not an optometrist, but my doctorate in leadership has shown me that most parents are nearsighted in how they raise their kids. By that I mean they load their plate full of things for the immediate instead of the long-term success. I found that in our culture especially, there are three things that they tend to do, primarily because the culture influences them. They look around and they see what other parents are doing, and so they do the same thing. Now, none of these are bad in and of themselves, but if we do them too much, if we load up too much on the here and now, we don't focus on long-term success. All three of these start with the letter A. They are academics, athletics, and arts. Now, again, I want to say it up front that I'm not against any of these, but when we put too much impetus on them and we put too much weight on them, we squeeze out the ability to train our kids as leaders, and that fulfills them in terms of long-term success. So let me briefly address these and perhaps why we in the United States are so obsessed with these three things in raising kids. Let's start with academics. As someone who has taught at the University of Southern California, Pepperdine University, the University of California, Irvine, and since 2010 at the Naval Postgraduate School, I'd be a hypocrite to say I don't believe in scholastic investment. My wife and I homeschooled our sons for several years. We also had them in public and private schools, assessing what seemed best for them at the time. Our two oldest sons have earned 3 master's degrees from USC and Duke, and our youngest is finishing his graduate work as well. But as an educator, I'm also familiar with the limitations of formal education. The world is full of educated people who couldn't lead themselves out of a paper bag. While a good education will open more doors than not having a degree, it does not teach some of the most important skills for mastering in life, namely social-emotional intelligence, self-awareness, resilience, grit, and adaptability. Effective leadership training results in these, but academics do not. Many parents today overemphasize the importance of academics, forcing their children to study subjects they do not enjoy, pushing AP courses, hiring tutors for after-school and SAT testing programs, and hiring consultants to edit their college applications. Many of us remember the recent Varsity Blues scandal, where wealthy parents paid to get their kids into top-tier universities. I was teaching at one of those universities during that period and did my doctoral work at another. Here's my point. While GPA and SAT scores may have been the golden ticket for college admittance in the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s, that is not the case today. I've interviewed several college admittance counselors, and most agree with the Stanford staff member who told me, quote, "Every year we turn down valedictorians and perfect SAT score applicants. Parents are dumbfounded, but we're looking for well-rounded students, those who will leave Stanford a better place, not just get a diploma," end quote. By putting too many eggs in the academic basket, parents overlook the importance of life skills that also earn their children more money, work fulfillment, and life satisfaction, which leadership training will do. Henry Ford said, "I hire people smarter than me all the time." You see, intelligent people abound, but IQ and degrees alone do not guarantee a better lifestyle. All right, let's talk about athletics. I'm a big fan of sports. Throughout their childhoods, our sons played soccer, basketball, baseball, and tennis. I coached many of their teams. 2 of them played tennis in college, and the other became a certified strength and conditioning specialist who is currently training one of the top players in Major League Baseball. Athletics consume a large amount of our culture's bandwidth. According to the Aspen Institute, American parents spend $30 to $40 billion per year on youth sports programs. Yet, the typical child will play a sport less than 3 years and quit by age 11. Even then, many an avid parent thinks their child will be the next great pro. Unfortunately, this rarely happens. For example, in basketball, only 1% of high school players will land a Division I university spot, and only 1% of those will get drafted by the NBA. What's my point? My point is that while youth sports programs can do a lot to provide exercise, a sense of competition, social interaction, and hopefully character development, the physical skills fade quickly after high school. While team sports offer training on being a team member, they do not focus on being a team leader, a big difference. Still, many parents try to live out their dreams through their kids, investing thousands of dollars and years of practice and competitions with little return on their investment. Compare that to the lifelong benefits of leadership training that increase in value over time and experience, unlike the vast amount of sports trophies that end up in garage sales and thrift stores. And third, let me briefly talk about the arts. I played in the marching band in high school and occasionally sang specials in our church. My wife did theater, learned the piano, and sang in a college PR traveling group. We've paid for piano lessons, dance, and art camps for our granddaughters. So again, we're not anti-arts. The inspiration and joy that come from creative expression offer significant value. At the same time, we need to consider the long-term benefits of these to avoid overemphasizing our limited time and money. The mean income of people in the arts industry is just over twice the minimum wage, and that's if you can find full-time work. The Beyoncés and Blakes of the world are truly rare, thus their fame and wealth. Still, only 22 out of Beyoncé's 89 songs have been hits. That's 24%. And Blake has had 38 hits out of his 133 songs. That's 21%. Hardly any aspect of the arts teaches leadership or the ability to understand how organizations function, the role of social emotional intelligence, or how to use power and influence effectively and ethically. These latter qualities are those that usually get rewarded most in life. I encourage you to avoid nearsighted parenting, where you only look at the first 18 years and perhaps even college without looking at long-term impact. Leadership training actually will help you set your child up to succeed. It offers real-world application that is transferable across various contexts, including academics, professional, and personal settings. These include communication, problem solving, and teamwork, essential for success in nearly every organization. In today's competitive job market, employers increasingly value leadership qualities such as innovation, initiative, and the ability to motivate and inspire others. Someone said, "You get hired for technical skills, but you get promoted for people skills." Statistics show that managers, supervisors, and bosses, basically those in charge, make more money, enjoy work more, and experience greater family life fulfillment than those who do not lead. We know this as adults, yet nearsighted parenting focuses primarily on academics, athletics, and arts. So when children leave our homes and influence, they are ill-equipped to lead confidently. That's why we created the world's first online course that trains parents how to develop their children's leadership potential. It's called Kid Lead Academy, a 7-hour course consisting of 10 to 30-minute videos so that you can fit them into your busy schedule from home, office, or car. We teach you how to make leadership training a fun, free activity to incorporate into your family's lifestyle. For more information on this course, go to kidlead.com/KLA. That's kidlead.com/KLA. Or you can email us at info@kidlead.com. Raising great grown-ups is not easy work, but it's important. Nearsighted parenting fails to set up children for long-term success. The ability to see into the future will change the way we operate today. If you want your child to succeed, develop them to lead.